it just feels really good. Like it's just like this boundless energy that just wants to be released all the time. It's just like a wonderful feeling. And when you meet someone else that has that same passion, that has all that knowledge, that is like that energy just increased, and you're just like immediately attracted to that person.
And I see comic books as first and foremost, it's a way of escapism for me. To me, Spider-Man is the most relatable character, you know, from where I stand right now and at the age that I'm at. I think Spider-Man's the character that I can relate to the most.
Everyone has a passion for something. The passion that comic book fans have for comic books is exactly the same as the passion that other people have for stuff like football. There's no difference. The only thing is that it's just a different thing.
Only just recently I got into Batman a lot more. And obviously it was the films that kind of started it off majorly for me, but I've always been a comic fan, so starting with comics was always, you know, Spider-Man and Fantastic Four.
What I really enjoy now are autobiographical comics that take the art form, or I've got really something a little bit more serious to say, that the idea of the art is actually more important to me than the character art or the stories.
Well, I think the important thing with comic books is that it's a medium, not a genre. So you can have sort of very light-hearted action comics, whereas you can have really deep metaphorical comics as well. And it's really important that comics can be used to tell any story at all. It's not just what most people think, oh yeah, you know, biff baff wallop, this baddie's just been killed or was captured, you know.
You know, I'm like 40 now, so I'm still buying them. So I think it's certainly in the last couple of years I've been reading more interesting and diverse stuff.
Really engaged with Alan Moore's From Hell, not by a main thrust of the Jack the Ripper literature, but the idea of looking at London as a mythological city and going really in depth. I really like the way some artists are going with it and finding it as a means of self-expression.
Because obviously there's people around the world who aren't so good at expressing themselves, and so they sort of find their language through comic books. Now, once there was these guys, they were like the bullies of the class. You know, every class kind of has them. So I'm in the corner reading my comic books, and they sort of just took them and binned them. And then the next day I just called my cousin in, who sort of scared them and then got them to apologize. He's a really kind of gruff kind of guy. And you know, he likes to wear like a long trench coat, and he's that kind of guy. He reads comic books as one of his favorite characters, the Punisher. So I guess it was kind of like, you know, just bringing in the Punisher for a job.
In my secondary school, it was pretty bad, like, because I would talk about like comic books and cartoons and Smallville and stuff all the time, and I would always get like teased and made fun of and kind of bullied in a way. And one time it almost turned into a fight. Almost had a fight with a person.
Some of these comics can really go into really deep topics, you know, like politics, racism, segregation, personal life, adolescence, family life, being an outcast. There are some really, really deep topics and issues covered in there, and you know, there will definitely be something that anyone can relate to. What I would say to people who don't read comic books is just try picking one up, really. Just give it a go and you may be surprised by what you actually find. I intend to carry on reading comics for the rest of my life, really, till I die. Maybe pass them on to my kids.